Hello again, friends, and welcome to another segment here on Doc G's Wine and Spirits Review. Welcome to the Atlantic Ocean here on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. I'm finally back. As you know, if you've been following me a couple years ago, I went and had two other presentations from the balcony in the condo where I was staying, and I'm here again on the fifth floor balcony of my beautiful condo here in Palmetto Dunes on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. So welcome and cheers. I'll tell you what's in that glass in a minute. What I'd like to do with you today is I realized that when I did the other segments, I did not really spend much time talking about Hilton Head. I just kind of talked about wine and spirits, but I want to actually infuse how wine and spirits fit into the whole experience here on Hilton Head Island as you take a look over my left shoulder at the beautiful calm waters of the area here around Hilton Head Island. Beautiful view here. The picture over my shoulder doesn't do it justice. The sun is setting to my west. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's turning into a very beautiful evening here on Hilton Head Island. So let's talk about Hilton Head a little bit. I really haven't shared much with you about it, and I know some of you have probably come here and have visited. So for those of you who haven't, here you go. The location of Hilton Head is at the down all the way at the southern end, kind of indented on the Atlantic Ocean of South Carolina. It's a city in South Carolina. It's very close to Savannah, Georgia. It's only about a 45-minute ride to Savannah. Other cities that surround Hilton Head, as it has grown over the years, are Bluffton and Beaufort. It's in Beaufort County, South Carolina, and it's a wonderful place to visit. We've been coming here. My personal history with this place goes all the way back to the early 90s, when some friends urged us to come here and see it. And we fell in love with it immediately. Our kids loved it. We wound up buying a timeshare, something we kept for a couple years. It didn't really turn out to our advantage, so we were able to get rid of that, but we still fell in love with the place, and we have continued to come here anytime we can finally get here. The weather is beautiful. It's semi-tropical here. The summers are very, very hot. If that's the only time you can come and you love the heat, you're going to love it. The best months, they say, to come down here are April, May, and September. Right now is a kind of an iffy time. We were lucky, but we dodged a hurricane. We actually one year had to evacuate for a day in fear of a hurricane. But Hilton Head, for some reason, has, because of its sheltered area here, has been able to avoid major hurricane damage over all the years. So it's definitely a recommended stop for you. You'll get rain here. It's humid. You'll get a thunderstorm in the middle of the island, and at the other end of the island, it's sunny. It's an island that's about 7 miles wide at its widest and 11 miles long at its longest. Its population is about 37,000 in the off-season, but it balloons to 150,000, believe it or not, in the middle of the tourist season in the months of June, July, and August. We're here now, and I'm guessing it's still crowded, but I'm guessing that population is probably somewhere in between 50 and 60,000. Maybe I have no way of knowing. I'm just guessing by the lack of crowds that I see. But there definitely are still tourists here because this is a great time of the year to come to Hilton Head. The place has grown immensely over the years. I've seen a lot of businesses come and go. They now have regular flights from Philadelphia on American Airlines if you would choose to fly. We have always chosen to drive because I like to bring my equipment, my golf clubs, etc., etc. It allows you to pack more and bring up whatever it is that you want along. It also avoids the need to get a rental car. So that's a little bit of Hilton Head, a little bit about the area. It's a gorgeous place to come. And the beaches are absolutely fantastic. They are the flattest, hardest sand beaches that I've ever seen. You can play bocce on these beaches, and people do. People bike ride on these beaches. You can actually put your bike on the sand because it's almost as hard as concrete. And it's beautiful white. They're clean. They're safe. They're patrolled. I don't know what else I can say about it without sounding like I'm the mayor of Hilton Head. So what I want to do is tie in how wine and spirits fit in down here. This is not a mecca for wine. I don't come down to Hilton Head to go find different wineries because they aren't here. Maybe up in the mountain country of South Carolina, which I've never visited, but certainly down here in the low country, as they call it, you're not going to get any vineyards. They're just not here. There are a couple of distilleries that I'm going to talk about in a minute, and there, of course, you can make beer anywhere. So they have some new and upcoming brew pubs here. So when I come down here, I try to bring my own stuff, but I do like to go shopping because there are always specialty wines, specialty liquors, and specialty spirits that I can't find anywhere else, either on the internet or at my home in Pennsylvania or when I travel to Delaware to Total Wine. They have two great wine and spirit shops here, one called Patel's and one called Shelter Cove Liquors, which is just across the road from where we're staying. We are actually staying at a place called Palmetto Dunes. It's in the middle of the island, and it's a short drive to go just about anywhere here around Hilton Head. The places that I would recommend are those two. They also have a distillery that formed a number of years ago, maybe 5 or 6, out in Bluffton called Burnt Church, that specializes in great moonshines flavored. They actually have one called Sweet Potato Moonshine. My wife actually loves that. They make a great rye, and they make whiskeys. They make gin. I've bought their gins. They serve a great meal to have along with a tasting of their whiskeys and gins and bourbons, etc. There's a gin made down here called Bulrush Gin, which I've probably featured in a spot somewhere. Has the bulrush plant as part of the botanicals, which is grown down here in South Carolina. Fantastic gin. They make a barrel aged, they make a regular gin, and they make one infused with blood orange. So I would highly recommend, if you ever get here, to go buy some Bulrush Gin. I've never been to the distillery because I don't really think they cater much to crowds. One of the things that you'll find in Hilton Head is great restaurants where you can enjoy your wine and spirits at a nice restaurant. We have found over the years, we've been to almost every restaurant that we have that fits our taste, but we really like, one of our favorites is the Black Marlin, where they have live bands almost every night of the week. You can sit indoor and outdoor. They just went through a major renovation. Fantastic bar. We also like a place called Seagrass Grill, which is a little more upscale, featuring a lot of great seafood down here, as you can imagine. Grouper, one of the fish that they serve down here that is local and absolutely fantastic. A place called Fish Camp. If you ever come down here, there's a little hole in the wall called the Sea Shack, where you can go get the crowds line up there. You can't get reservations, and you just got to stand in line and wait for your food. It's one of those mom and pop places. And we also have a favorite breakfast spot called the French Bakery, which is over here in Shelter Cove, about a 5-minute drive from where I'm sitting right now. So if you ever have a chance to come here, you will certainly not miss having good wine, good spirits, good beer, and a good time. You can come with your friends, come with your spouse, whichever way you want to work it. If you have kids and you have a family, bring your kids. It's a fantastic place for the kids. The activities that you can enjoy down here, Hilton Head is a golfing mecca. It's the beaches, as I just described to you earlier. You can just waste a whole day just sitting on the beach. The waves are not going to kill you. You can go out into the water. There's rarely rip current problems here because it's just so great. Only if there's a hurricane, they warn you about that. You can do fishing. You can go out on fishing cruises. You can fish on your own. You can, if you're into boating, you can do boating here. You can do biking. Biking on the island is all over, inland and on the beach. There's kids activities galore. There's just tons of places to go. The restaurants are kid friendly. I can't speak highly enough about your experiences here if you ever come to Hilton Head. The accommodations, I'm currently at a place where we come a lot. This is called Palmetto Dunes, and they have a number of condo units here that you can rent out. It's just like being at home. It's quiet at night. People are respectful. There's a pool here that you can't see over my shoulder. It's a private pool for the people renting here. You can rent a house if you want with a group. They have houses you can rent. You can have a group of 10 to 20 people come if you want to bring your family. You can go on the cove side, so you're not looking at the ocean, but you're looking out at Calabogie Sound. The island is surrounded, obviously, by different waterways, Broad Creek, Skull Creek, the Atlantic Ocean here to the east. So it's a fantastic place to come. I hope you can feel my excitement about Hilton Head. They've got major hotels here. There's an Omni, there's a Marriott, there's a Westin. Disney has timeshares that you can get into down here. I mean, it has from soup to nuts, everything that you could possibly want in a vacation destination. And the reason that I'm talking about it is you can still do your wine and spirits while you're here. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. But one of the things that happened to me, and was one of the reasons I wanted to do this spot with this angle, is I was able to find this gin here. You can see on the bottle, it's called Dingle Gin. And the first place I found this gin was actually at the Dingle Distillery in Ireland. And when I went to Ireland with some friends back in 2017, fell in love with the gin. It's fantastic. One of the best gins to come out of Ireland, I think. I can't find it anywhere. So lo and behold, I was at the liquor store here, and I always go in like a library to look at the books. And there was some Dingle Gin on the shelf. Texted my friends and said, hey, you guys want some? And they immediately said, yes, bring me home some Dingle Gin. So Doc G's going to be the mule, and I'm going to take some Dingle Gin home to my friends. So that's going to end my segment for today. As you take a nice gander here over, let's have a little last look there at the beautiful Atlantic Ocean on a calm Friday evening. So I will see you after I get back to my home, and we'll go on with our fall spots. And until then, here's a Dingle Gin for you, and a sip for me, and we'll see you again next time.